About the Cavs, man. I know a lot of people upset, man. Pull your pants up. Oh man. There's a lot of people upset about what took place with the Cavs and stuff, man. Man, I don't even really know where to start though, man. But I'm gonna say this: the Cavs lost that as a team, though. They lost that. Like we blaming the coach. You feel me? We blaming the coach. We blaming uh, James Harden. But they lost that game as a team, man. That's how they lost that game. They ain't lose that game because of one player, because James Harden getting cooked. The team got cooked. Now, one person, like the same thing, they did the same thing with J.R. Smith. They said, hey, J.R. Smith, the one didn't call timeout. He forgot that this, that, or the third. A coach and this, that, and the third. You feel me? So when you say when you on the court, it's five other players out there that can call timeout or be like, "Hey, timeout, ref." You know, I don't know. I gotta check this rule up, but I don't know. You said all these my glasses then bet. So it's five players on the court, and you mean to tell me that not the defensive player of the year, nobody is messing up again? I don't know what it is. Then let me know if it's straight now. Okay, it's good now. So anyway, you got five players on the court, and everybody just keeps saying it's on James Harden. It's on James Harden. It's on the coach not to call time. To my knowledge, anybody can call timeout at any time to be like, hey, hold on, we getting cooked. We're getting cooked right now. Not just James Harden getting cooked. The whole squad was getting cooked by Jalen Brunson. So that notion when they make it like, oh yeah, only this one person should have called timeout. The coach should have called. No, Donovan Mitchell is the supposedly captain of the team. He's on the floor, not doing nothing. Not one time did he come over there and try to be like, hey, I'm about to check Brunson. And Brunson not no big matchup for Donovan Mitchell. They the same height. If not, Mitchell supposedly an inch or two taller. They the same height. But now you like, oh yeah, it's on Kenny Atkinson. Man, it's not, it is definitely on Kenny Atkinson for sure. For sure. Cause you're the sixth man right there. You're supposed to be able to call a timeout. But just in case Kenny Atkinson head is so far up his butt that he can't call a timeout, that's why it's five other players on the court that's recognizing. Because Dean Wade, on a couple of them plays, he's just switching off. He's not even fighting through the screen to stay on Brunson or nothing. So he's ducking the smoke too. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think the Knicks was beating them. I'm not a person that think the Knicks was gonna beat them. Last year, I thought the only team that could beat us, and that's the team that beat us, besides the OKC Thunder, that was the only team, the Pacers. The Pacers beat the Knicks and the Cavs last year. That was the only team I thought that was gonna beat the Cavs last year. Was that? I knew the Cavs been wait, but I ain't about to fully go on this morale. I just want y'all to know that I'm tired of people keep saying it's on James Harden. It's on James Harden. The Joker is 36 years old, 37 years old. Why do y'all expect? And actually, he did play good defense during the game. That's the crazy part. So I agree with Kenny Atkinson right there because James Harden played better defense than a lot of people give him credit for. That's a fact. But when it came to Jalen Brunson having him on that island, he cooked them every time, and nobody else stepped. What's his name? Ja tried to step up. He still cooked them. So the coach should have, if you want to go call a timeout, bro, you could have went in the zone. Like, no, like, where do player accountability come in this? Oh, yeah, my players was tired. This, that, and that. Where do a player's accountability come into play? Like, y'all, like again, the J.R. Smith situation. They always be like, yeah, J.R. Smith or Tyronn Lue. But y'all said LeBron's smarter than both of them. That's what y'all say. So LeBron knew the situation. Why he didn't call a timeout? If he knew as soon as they got the rebound, they need to call a timeout. That's my thing about Donovan Mitchell's on the court. Not one time did he go like, hold on, James, I got this. Is that not like, can they not do that or something? That's what I'm saying. Is that not possible for a player to say, hey, time out, we're getting cooked? Why is it all just on the coach when there's players in there that be like, oh, we don't need the coach? Come on, man. I ain't trying to keep hearing that, man. Where was Donovan coming and getting the ball? Right. Fact. 7 turnovers. Man, y'all love to say that, and that's another thing. On the games where James Harden was not getting the ball and they made, like, why do the coach gotta be like, hey man, hey, just get the ball over here and go play diversion to James Harden? Why the coach gotta just only say that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Talking about chemistry and all that. We talking about they get paid too. I mean, we all know James Harden definitely got cooked. We understand that. I don't man, I don't feel the refs didn't screw that game up at all, man. Where was Donovan? 7 turnovers is definitely James Harden fault, man. Man, y'all just y'all living to put this on James Harden. I feel like y'all got some type of thing against James Harden. That's understandable, man. I watch Brian have 7, 8 turnovers in games, and they never even be like, "Oh yeah, Brian has 7, 8 turnovers." That's the part of the reason they just say the team shitty. You feel me? But when somebody else do it, like, but we ain't even about to go there. All I'm saying is James Harden, yes, he got cooked. Everybody know, yes, James Harden got cooked. But at the end of the day, while James Harden was getting cooked, did any other players step up to help James Harden stop getting cooked? Did the coach say, hold on, pause, James Harden's getting cooked. Let's go into a zone defense. Let's go into a 3-2 or a 2-3 Jalen Brunson's, so we don't got to worry about the double team, because actually the Cavs didn't, from my recollection of the game, they wasn't even double teaming Brunson like that to get the ball out of his hands. It was Dean Wade was on them. So if you go look, you'll see Dean Wade. Man, I press record on the game so I could watch it again. Dean Wade was going through. He wasn't fighting over the screens or none of that, bro. It was just a clear switch. They switched the same thing several times. So of course I'm gonna say yes, the coach. It's definitely on the coach, man. It's definitely on the coach. I've been waiting for these people. Look at this joker. Can't even drive. Running on the curve. They keep putting these notes on my thing to check this down meter, man. So I'm probably going to have to pause this for a minute. I don't want to, but like I said, Lakers got no big man. What do you think of the Spurs plus 185? This ain't no Taco Fall ass dude. Shoot two. He shoot two, right? Hold on. Spurs man, what? Is your mom is your dad gay? Joker? Uh but anyway, like I said, the Spurs, I'm the Spurs that had they always try to pull that season stuff up, season during the season don't matter stuff and all that. The Spurs, look at this Joker. My fault, y'all. They keep putting this note saying that I'm never here at my studio when this gas dude come though. So I'm trying to see what they about to say today though. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I didn't know that he was gonna what's that. But the Spurs, I ain't gonna lie to you, the Spurs, I'm gonna get on that a little later. But the Spurs in control OKC, uh, Spurs in control OKC the whole season. Like they got their number. And then the thing that I respect is that Wemby not scared of to say that he don't mess with Chet Holmgren. You feel me? When Donovan Mitchell should be that same way with Jalen Brunson. That's how you and got taken out 2 times with this Jalen Brunson stuff, man. I'm tired of it. Me personally. So yes, I would have liked to see Jalen Brunson get checked by Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell go and check Jalen Brunson, man. Like, hold on, James. Hold on. You go over there, get on one of them, and I'm gonna check him. And I'm gonna fight through the screen to check on this down the third. And if he was tired, say something. I'm from that. If you tired, you better say something, man. Don't sit here and keep getting cooked and you tired. I don't care about how much money you getting paid. Cause at the teams at the this at the expense of the squad. Hold on, man. Let me see what he said.
I carry a can full of plugs for so many times. Go
But
through
I'm
the
doing
houses for
I'm doing
plugs.
I'm doing my live. You watched the game last night?
Well,
You ain't watched the Cavs game last night?
no. Sleep's more important.
Man, yeah, I got some sleep right after it. At one. Yeah. I mean, if you seen how they lost this game, you probably would have went to sleep at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning too. It was terrible, man.
I go to bed at 9:30 every night.
Yeah, can't do the 9:30. Watch your step, bro.
Pilot to get to my age, boy.
Right. Watch your step here. Okay, but I just don't think that that people should be just dispersing the blame on. You got a flashlight?
Sure.
Okay, I just don't think people should be dispersing the blame on James Harden alone. So that's my take on this whole thing, man. There you go, right there.
Sports is I want to see our teams win, but that's about it.
Okay, it's right there, straight ahead. Oh yeah, I'm from Cleveland. I'm in Cleveland right now. I travel a lot though. I specialize in photography and videography, graphic design. I help people's company grow visually. So a lot of times I'm not even here. Yeah, no, I'm talking to my live stream. But yeah, though, Shea is only shooting 31% when guarded by the 6'6" Castle 1-on-1. Right though, I mean, but Shea Gillis Alexander, you know, that's a tough one though because he still go play hard though. You feel me? Like no matter if he through tired, this, that, and the third. Donovan Mitchell's supposed to be one of the top guards in the league, and and even in game 5, I mean game 6, he was a no show, and people was like, yeah, Harden had 8 turnovers. Harden had 30 points. I'm not saying the turnovers don't hurt because another team get a lot of points off them turnovers. But my point is, the James Harden is not the star of the team. So why do y'all keep wanting to play like y'all using him? It seems like they're using James Harden to be the fall guy. Like I ain't know this many people didn't like James Harden though for one, but they using him as the fall guy. And to me, the fall guy is the captain of the team when he played a good 1, 2, 3 quarter and the coach. The coach James Harden only doing what the captain and the coach allow him to do. If the captain and coach ain't did nothing, ain't said nothing, then he go get away with it. Just like in them games where they took the ball out of James Harden's hand as much, one of those games. James Harden had 1 turnover in one of the games and 3 in the other one, and 2 of the turnovers to me wasn't even his fault. So y'all need to get the ball out of his damn hand, and the coach need to put his young dudes in there to actually play physical too. How you gonna punish a kid for playing with emotion and being physical though? But Harden was supposed to be 1B to dominant one. Well, you explain that to Kenny Atkinson. You don't gotta explain that to me. I'm good for sure. Thanks, I appreciate you, man.
I would stand out there as long as it took.
Yeah, hey, no, I just kept coming back to the notes on my door.
Well, some of these guys, this is what they do all day. You might have 25 or 30 of these, and Euclid here, Cleveland Heights, East, all the fucking over the place. So
Okay,
it's a scramble.
okay.
I remember I hated it. I bitched every time.
He said, "I'm just saying, come."
A lot of steps, a lot of driving.
Yeah,
You know how people drive nowadays. What assholes.
you work for the, yeah. Oh, you thought that was a person?
No, it's not serious.
Oh, the shirt. Oh yeah. Well, you ain't see this one on my chest.
No, I didn't.
Watch your step, bro. For sure. Yeah, but Harden once led the league in assists. What happened to that? Yeah, he throws some knucklehead passes for sure, man. I'm not saying he don't throw no knucklehead passes and like the assists. All right, take care, bro. I'm not saying he's like a perfect player or not like that. What I'm saying is y'all keep displacing the faults on just Harden when it's a team game. You feel me? So quit just saying, "Oh, James Harden got cooked." Yeah, James Harden got cooked, but what else happened? That's all you remember is James Harden getting cooked. White Cliff, I'm done, man. Y'all weird, man. Jokers be weird, boy. Look like you. I look like you. I look like your daddy, boy. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, man. The one thing, the internet unmatched though, man. People come, they like the topic is basketball. They come on here to yeah. But anyway though, yeah, so I came on here to basically just say I don't get why y'all when y'all talk about basketball, y'all make it like only the part that y'all understand. You feel me? Y'all make it like, oh yeah, it's a team game. So the fact that it's a team game, quit looking to just blame one situation for why they lost because for 18 while they was up 22 points, the coach never called a timeout. During that 22-point collapse, the coach never made a timeout call. The people, the nobody on the floor made a timeout call. Not only did nobody on the floor make a timeout call, the the players never switched or no player took accountability of what was going on. It's a lot of stuff that took place during that. You feel me? That's to why they lost. But they keep just saying James Harden got cooked. James Harden had turnovers. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell had turnovers. He had 6 steals, but he had turnovers. I just feel like the captain of the team did not step up. He stayed in the corner where he should have stepped up and either checked Brunson or they should have talked as a team. They ain't huddle as a team. None of that. What? Damn. What did it say? Well, Harden's supposed to be. Oh no, no. They say Wimby gonna end up the guy. If Wimby stay healthy though, yeah, yeah, that Joker. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I used to play the live when I used to play live. Wimby is the exact way that I created my live player though. And it's so crazy, my live and 2K player. It's so crazy because I think you only can make them like they only can go to like 7'6" or 7'8" or something like that. That was the tallest that you can make them or something. And then you make them like skinny, but with some weight on them, and then make they shot one of the easier sweet shots and stuff though. Man, every time I just was telling somebody this, I said, man, it's so crazy that I never thought in a million years that they was gonna make a player. You feel me? That a player that I made on the game would come to real life though. That's like when you're looking at Wimby and people say, I know I'm not the only one that made a guard or a center that was the tallest that can shoot and do everything. So just seeing Wimby out there, you like, damn, this is crazy. I'm watching the player that I made on the game in real life. Like this dude is a real life person though. That's what I think on the Wimby side though. So yeah, like and then when you fast forward the game, when you simulate the game and you like, yeah, this person, yeah, they end up winning this many championships. Yes, I don't know. Wimby made, man. He made though. He made though. I respect his attitude that he not like friends with this dude. I don't like if I don't like a player, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this, that, and third. He don't care. He ain't care about saying he didn't rock with the player, and then went out there. He been saying it though. Yeah, so I mess with Wimby though, man. I mess with him. I ain't gonna lie to you though. That dude is a absolute definition of a freak of nature though, like and in a good way though. It's crazy. But yeah, though I came on here basically to yeah, his mentality grown, yup, and how he speak in his interviews. Yeah, I definitely would say that how Wimby speak in his interviews, I respect as well because I used to listen to Evan Mobley's interviews. I just used to be like, man, they need to get him somebody that teaches him how to speak in interviews and slow down a little bit. So because he used to be like, if you go listen to Evan Mobley's interviews, a lot of times when they ask him questions, which not on the spiritual sense of when the person say or that's understandable. But you're taught in like public speaking to take your time and use a different word besides those. I can't remember the specific way that it was expressed, but yeah, Evan Wemby speaks way better at this point in time than a lot of players. But I will say this though, for his age, his maturity is starting to show and grow though. But you gotta remember, he's not from the United States either though. So just like somebody had asked him something about, do you think it's a silver lining in that moment, and he was like, well, I don't know what silver lining is. So he's still getting adapted to some of America's ways and American ways though. He's not fully adapted to that. But my next thing I was gonna go into was that I think it was last year Evan Mobley was like, uh, in a few years or next 5 years, myself and Wimby is gonna be the best players in the NBA. And when he said that, you know, I'm looking at Evan Mobley in yesterday's game. He had 15 points. I mean, he forced up a couple of threes, but he wasn't scared to shoot the ball. Though. You feel me? Evan Mobley wasn't scared to shoot the ball, while people was being scared to shoot the ball. Though I do want to applaud Dean Wade for finally not being scared to shoot the ball yesterday. And so many people be like, "Well, Dean Wade's not out there to shoot." Actually, yes, he is. When they was bringing Dean, I've been watching the Cavs for years. When they was bringing Dean Wade along, they was trying to create him as a 3 and D player. So if they trying to make him a D and 3 player, a 3 and D player, then he's supposed to shoot the ball. But sometimes he want to be so timid and not shoot the ball. That's what actually was helping Detroit. They're like, oh, he's just out here. We can double team and do this, that, and third. Because old boy doesn't want to shoot the ball. He doesn't. He's scared to shoot the ball. That matters. That's how Asar Thompson. That's why they was leaving him open. So So I do want to shout out Dean Wade for not being scared to shoot the ball in the game 7 and yesterday. Thank you, bro, for shooting the ball. It doesn't if you make or miss, you can't be scared to shoot the ball, man. And he shot the ball. Appreciate you for that. But when it came to what else I see in that game yesterday, the beginning of the game, already to me, the Cavs, even though they jumped out to 10, it was a weak 10. It was like they really it was like they was almost playing to lose the game. I made a post. I made a post on. I made a post on Facebook saying that these dudes look like they plan to lose the game, man. They don't look like they want to win this game for real. And your floor captain is one thing, and then your coach is another thing. The coach did not light no fire under nobody yesterday. Then this dude, Keon Nellis, getting the game, fumbling the ball. You feel me? So then the free throws. They talking about hacking Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks might as well hack them. They was just as terrible. They was terrible as Mitchell Robinson from the line, man. JA gets up there, 70% free throw shooter, misses 2 free throws. James Harden gets up there. This dude supposed to be an 88% free throw shooter. This dude keep missing half his shots. He keep going up there splitting free throws. Like, bro, what's up? What's up? Like, man, if you tired, get off the floor, man. And that come down to, again, the coach, like, he can't trust nobody, this, that, and the third. You got them on short leashes, bro. I gotta come in and be perfect in order to even get my rec in. Everybody not perfect when they get on the floor, especially you know set them to hold down playoffs though. But I do understand after they couldn't come in and finish a game off in 2 minutes that we was up by like 15 or so, whatever we was up by in that game, 20. So again, the Cavs have still not shown, and that's under the leadership of Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Kenny Atkinson. They still have not shown that they can close out games, and that's really the issue here, though, man. It's not only on the onus is not just on one person; it's on the whole team, man. Not one person. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. I don't care how young he is compared to this person or that person. Timeout. Hold on, James getting cooked. We need to go in something else. Who the defensive leader of the team? Then, if that's the case, if all the people on the team thinking offensively, oh, James threw a turnover. Like, okay, what that got to do with being up by 20, 2, and not winning the game in the fourth quarter? What him turning the ball over got to do with that? See what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense. So I'm glad that I was able to talk about this today because I'm telling you though, man. Last night I just watched it. I'm like, man, they not about to even before they lost the lead. I'm like, they not playing. But again, the coach, the Mike Brown, he said we attacking James Harden. Cavs coach, this is where his Cavs coach fought at. Everybody and their mama saw that they was attacking James Harden. I seen people get attacked before on the basketball court. When I say I gotta go back and look at Kobe's 81 because this goes just so I don't have revisionist history, man. I gotta go back and look at Kobe's 81 because I know he put some buckets on what's his name? That's the announcer now, Jalen Jacoby and Jalen. I can't think of his name, Jalen Rose or something. I know he put some buckets on him though. Hey, bro, you watch that Cavs game? See, the people in Cleveland, they don't even watch basketball. They like football people, man. A lot of them. But we got some Cavalier fans here, though. Yeah, I feel like a good number of NBA players who get in the NBA get hype about that lavish life. Yeah, yeah, and fail to do what they it's a tough thing, man. I ain't gonna go too far onto that. That's not that's for another live, man. When you just got the joy of hooping in you, it's a difference between when you get that money and you like, that matters. Then that more so matters to the players than hooping. And it'd be a lot of people like, yeah, you won't have to pay me that much to hoop or whatever. You know what all goes in it because basically your life almost not your life. And you gotta deal with people like even me getting on here and talking on this live stream. You gotta deal with people just saying weird stuff that don't got nothing to do with nothing. And ain't got nothing to do with hooping. They like, oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot all the jokes today. That ain't got nothing to do with why we here though. So me personally, I don't care. I just say your mama and keep it pushing. Hope your mama steps on a crack because you know what happens then. That's me. So uh if your mom didn't deserve it, sorry about that. But anyway, the the coach never makes a change in the game. He doesn't have to call a timeout to make a change in the game. To stop momentum, maybe. But Coach Mike Brown went to like a 1-4 or something, and now we got Kenny Atkinson said basically he felt that they got lucky on a couple shots, which what was the kid name that they got from the Nets that ended up hitting that three at the top of the key, I believe it was, or they was leaving players open on the strong side corner shot. That's what I'm saying. You can't leave nobody's strong side corner shot. No, that's what I'm saying. There was a lot of stuff in this game where not just the coach, the players. It's on the players too, though, and that's why I keep saying that. We love to blame just the coach or just James Harden, but it's other players on the floor too that can talk. And they said people been holding each other accountable. Nobody held no one accountable yesterday, and that's what it ended up boiling down to. No one was held accountable. So since no one was held accountable, me personally, I don't want to hear nothing about James Harden or Kenny Atkinson. No one was held accountable, man. And then they like it's only one game. Of course, everybody know it's only one game, but everybody also knows with one game can be demoralizing. But we we will say that out of a lot of players, if I press mute on you, or if I press end, that's why I don't like doing lives off my phone because like people can interrupt it. But if I press mute on you, or if I deny your call and it goes off, don't call my phone back in no 2 or 3 minutes. And it ain't no emergency. Don't call my phone back. That is the most aggravating thing you could do. If I muted or ended it and it ain't nothing about nothing, man, don't call my phone back, man. That's annoying. But like I was saying though, man, it made me lose my whole train of thought though. Man, bugs me. I gotta keep pressing. I don't know if my phone, if the thing. Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. If it's going through, if the live straight and it's clear. If you in the chat, let me know if the live straight. Hold on, man. Somebody. All right, y'all let me know that, man. Start the poll. Wow. So yeah, I think I was talking about about it being like a demoralizing loss or something of that sort. I think that's what I was talking about. Um, oh yeah, I will say that. That's what I was saying. The Cavs are a team that even if they get embarrassed, like the brights too light thing, the lights too bright thing, losing the game 6 to Detroit after they just blew them out and got the 3-2 lead. They don't care about nothing nobody saying, man. That's the one thing I give them credit for. So when they say it's only one game, out of any team that I heard say it's only one game, I could say I got more faith in them saying it's only one game than any other team I've ever just like watched or been a supporter of or anything of that sort though. So I will say the Cleveland Cavaliers, they may make you look stupid or this, that, and the third for cheering them on, but they will this at least this year they have shown that they will come back and they'll play hard the next time. They have shown that though, man. They haven't just given up. So I will say that I mess with them and mess with the fact that if they say it's only one game, I mess with them saying that. But they ain't been up by 20 and blown just only one game though. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here though, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all got any questions or anything of that sort, man, make sure y'all leave them. Make it drop a like in the comments if you enjoyed this live, man. I appreciate y'all.